Today on EA Sports. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Voyagers taking on the Oklahoma City Lancers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Lancers and the Houston Voyagers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering.
And we are underway from Houston. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. But Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Quick slant to Brown. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lancers march it right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, it's Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Cook following the penalty. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Powering forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. A give to Cook out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Yeah, they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Richards. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Richards. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. in trouble, and he's taken down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush. Back.
On now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off the play fake. Richards. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Richards. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Richards. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Richards. And his throw is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Richards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, Richards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Voyagers are able to cut into that deficit. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Second and 11 now.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to throw here. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Houston set to take over.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Richards. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Richards. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Richards. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And how about those instincts there, spinning out of the tackle, turning that into a gain of 7. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Richards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Richards. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Richards. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll run on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra.
91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Richards. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Voyagers have got it back to within a score.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to take this one up 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Richards. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
3 yards remain for second down.
The throw over the middle taken in.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Richardson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Richards got an open man. It's Scott. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They'll run on first down. Hankins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lancers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 12. 1:45 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Richards. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Richards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA